Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Lakeland Stadium at Rowrah. This is Alpha Live's coverage of the 2021 Wera Tools British Kart Championships, the sixth event of the year. Myself and Anthony Jordan are going to be bringing you the finals of all today's racing. Bambino, IAMI, X30 and KZ2. Anthony Jordan will be also bringing you all the interviews from the winners at the end of each final. Here we go. It's going to be a good one, Anthony. Don't forget to like, click and subscribe on the Alpha Live YouTube channel and comment in to say who you are cheering for and where you are cheering from, and we will endeavour to get you mentioned potentially on air. Let's have a look at the starting lineup, Mr. Jordan.
Let's do that indeed. Yeah, final time for Bambino, the first final of the weekend, and it's going to be Colby Patterson starting on the front row with Joshua Griffin alongside Austin Newstead, your championship leader, starting on the second row in third place with Max Gilman alongside Jack Baker and Grayson Wortley on row number 3 with Harry Neeson and Austin Oman on row number 4. Max Tadej on row 5 with Otis Cleary on row 5 alongside in 10th place. Then it is Harper Das and Maximilian Abrahart on row 6 with Josh Cormack and Fraser Anderson rounding out the 14-car grid.
Now, looking at the results of the pre-final, so Colby Patterson had a penalty. That dropped him to third in the results. Max Abrahart didn't start. Hopefully he is out there now. Fraser Anderson had to retire as well. So we hope that we've got all 14 contenders out there. Quick glance at the points, Anthony, like you alluded to. Austin Newstead is your championship leader on 257. Grayson Wortley has 235 alongside Jack Baker. There is a look at the foreboding clouds over the quarry that is the Lakeland Stadium. 1963 was the Cumbria Kart Club formed, but 1959 is when they first raced a kart round here. And it's a beautiful, beautiful scene here at in Cumbria when the sun is shining, but when the clouds are grey and moving in, it does give you an eerie sense of foreboding. Out onto the circuit we go. Looking down the order, I didn't see, sadly, the number 61 kart of Max Abrahart. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. No, 13 drivers, so hopefully that Max is okay. And he's there, but I mean, should possibly have championship point standings that are brought up during the course of the finals. We will try and call upon them once or twice just to see how things are getting on. Let's go, Max Tadej. Tough weekend, but Auntie Lisa is super proud of you. That's from Lisa. There we go.
Yeah, it's Auntie Lisa. That's who that's from.
Yep. So there we go. Now, let's have a look. So I'm sure that all these youngsters, aged between 6 and 8, are getting plenty of support. What it is nice, Anthony, is that the restrictions have been lifted here, and family members are allowed back in the paddock. So the paddock is much busier here because you've got more family members here in attendance, and you know that always makes such a difference, especially these youngsters. You know, they want their mums and their dads and their brothers and their sisters, you know, and their aunties and uncles around them, because this is a big thing for them. You know, they're only 6, 7, 8 years old.
Yeah.
So,
indeed. Well,
yeah.
Again, if you are watching at home, sitting down on your sofa with your mobile telephonic device in hand, get your comments in, and we will give your driver a shout out if you do spell his name correctly. Because if you don't spell it correctly, we don't say it.
Yes. So now, standing start. Now the Bambinos, they have grooved tyres regardless of the track conditions.
Yep.
So the track is drying out. There has been no rain during the lunch break. How long the skies stay dry for is still uncertain, but there we go. Number 33. We need to get Josh Griffin's dad. Off you go, Josh, Mr. Griffin.
Get off the grid.
Let Josh do his thing. There is the green flag waving. Now we wait for 4 red lights to come on. When they all go out, we're off and racing. We're off and racing. Here we go from the pole position. Colby Patterson doesn't get a great start. Josh Griffin on the outside, but Patterson has the racing line into the first chicane.
Yeah, Max Gilbert immediately diving to the inside there as well, and side by side moves down the inside of the 33 of Joshua Griffin, moves up now into P3. Great start from the 50 of Max Gilbert.
3 wide there they were, and sadly Griffin, they're getting muscled wide there by the number 16 of Austin Oman. So Austin making a good start, Griffin going backwards. Now he's going to try and move back up at the inside, going into Iredale's. He does that, good move, but he has still work to do to try and catch up to where he started.
Yep, exactly that. Well, here we go then. Back with this scrap that we saw in the pre-final. Oh, down the inside there goes the 18, or that could have been the 16, I believe that was, of Austin Oman. I believe it was, just getting past Joshua Griffin as well. So Griffin going backwards here halfway around lap 1. 11 minutes to go in this final. Of course, these races 12 minutes plus 1 additional lap for the Bambinos. It's 15 minutes plus 1 additional lap for the rest of the classes.
Yeah, now even though these Bambino karts are going a bit slower than the rest of the karts, of course the driver's so much younger, 12 minutes around Rowrah is a physically demanding task. I mean, you just have a look at, the cameras do a great job of showing some of the elevation changes, and you can see some of how vicious some of these curbs are, but there isn't a single corner on this circuit. Oh no, Max today in kart 66, a mechanical flag. Oh, and of course, and it's very, very difficult to get, if you get a mechanical flag here at Rowrah, it can be very difficult to get up there and then through and back out onto the track there, because the walkway is a little bit narrow. I mean, will we see, they're doing laps of about 1 minute 15 seconds, 1 minute 13 seconds. As Colby Patterson makes the move on Austin Newstead for the race lead, will we see today come in and then, get whatever repair, if it's possible to repair the kart? Because we can't see the number 66 at the moment. He's dropped right down to the back, so he's obviously had a spin. If we can see him come into the pits, possibly we'll be able to see what is wrong with the kart, and if it can be possibly repaired, because I have seen karts there. He is. Oh, it's a rear bumper coming off. Yeah. Now, I don't know if that can be cable tied on. What his dad or his mechanic will be doing now is frantically running around to try and see if he can fix that back on and get him back out there without losing a lap, if at all possible.
Well, he's not come in because another technical flag has gone out, so that's a disaster there. But eyes at the front here, because it's shaping up to be an interesting final here, because our top 3 there, the 24, the 74, and the 16, Oman, Newstead, and Patterson there. Now, we saw Newstead, he took the race lead. He's just taken the race lead there again, side by side. Retaking it, Patterson slots back into place. Now, look at that. Omen follows suit as well. Liner Stern into the braking zone of the S's. The Constantina effect will kick in. Down the inside goes Omen. Gets the job done almost. Gets his front nose cut off slightly there. Slots back into 3rd.
Yes, now Patterson comes into this weekend 5th in the point standings. On 228 points. Newstead, who's won both finals so far this year, has 257 points. This is a 4-round championship. We started off at Clay Pigeon in the wet, then we went to Lark Hall where it was very, very hot. Now we're here in the middle. Here comes Max today into the pits, and here is a great scrap for the lead. And look how the lead group has concertinated together. This is great stuff. We've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got 8 or 9 karts. In fact, 8 karts separated by 1.4 seconds as we start lap number 4. 8.25 minutes to go. Well, Anthony, the final at Lark Hall was absolutely superb. This looks like it's going to be just as good.
Well, let's hope so. 8 minutes plus that 1 additional lap into the braking zone. Slightly deep under braking goes Patterson. Newstead takes the lead now in towards Iredale's. There we go. There it is on your screen now as they head into the Stewart S's once more. 3 wide into the braking zone. Slots into position down the inside. Look at that from Oman. Austin Oman, great positional driving, takes the lead.
And just look how much Colby Patterson, the number 24 car, has been shuffled back, because that's the number 22 now of Otis Cleary going past me at 2, 4. There's another battle for the lead. There goes Newstead into top spot. And so it's now Newstead from the 16 of Oman. Then it's the number 50 kart of Gilman. One driver not featuring in this league battle is current driver who's joint second in the championship, number 70 Grayson Wortley. He is down in 10th place and he's nearly 5 seconds off the lead. However, though, if they keep battling like this, ladies and gentlemen, then you can see the drivers behind potentially catch them. There's a long gap back to second place. They're in fact 5.6 seconds. It's 8 karts, 1.3 seconds at the moment. And here comes Gilman in the number 50 kart on the outside of Newstead. Oman has the lead back, and here comes Otis clearing the 22. Oh, wheel to wheel, a bit of nudging and bumping and barging there between him and Jack Baker. Baker, another driver, joint second in the championship with Wortley, now falls to the back of this lead group. So even though Austin Newstead hasn't got things all his own way, his nearest championship rivals are not in a great position.
No, again, side by side here. Newstead down the inside gets the job done as well. Oh, there goes the 33 of Joshua Griffin as well. Round the outside has been nerfed out slightly wide there, now dropping down a couple of positions. So it's still the 74 of Newstead leading by the 16 of Austin Oman there as they come out of the final corner across the start-finish line. The 24 plate of Patterson is still there now as well in third place. This battle is far from over with 6 minutes plus that one additional lap to go. Oh, come on, Bambino. This is excellent stuff.
Yep, at the back of this group there, you've got the number 33 kart of Josh Griffin. He's one of our Scottish drivers this weekend. We've got lots, the Scots putting in a very, very strong in KZ2, and there's a little bit of a, wow, that was Colby Patterson just launching one up the inside of the number 16 kart, the similarly liveried kart. Now there's no teams in Bambino karting, they're all classed as privateers. You're not allowed to run teams in Bambino in the British Championship, and that was the number 16 Austin Oman there, and a technical flag again for Max Taddy. So he's gone back in, come back out, and the sticky tape didn't quite work. That's a shame. That's a real shame. We can't see Max today on the screen, but he is back out there having lost a lap, but that bumper has obviously come down again. Here he is again. Oh, let's have a little.
It has dropped, yeah.
Well, I mean, fair play to his mechanic.
Yeah.
He has got it up there, but I mean, he has got the bumper back up there, but I mean, the technical flag has come out again. Maybe we'll see what happens. Maybe the clerk had said that. Well, we'll have to see what happens. At the moment, Max Taddy today is on circuit, and he's actually on the lead lap. He's just over a minute behind the driver in front there. There's Otis Cleary on the outside there, just getting a little nudge from Austin Oman.
I have to say, Otis Cleary, what a run that we've seen from him, because look at this, he's up into P3 here.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a disaster at Larkhall. He showed incredible pace, did Otis. He actually got nominated for Driver of the Day as well, did Otis, because of his performance at Larkhall. And here again, he's showing great performance here. Into third place, he just had a disaster in there where, again, it was just a spin, and it all went P-tong for him. But here, back now in third place, getting that racecraft back into form. And here, showing a great performance now out to the final corner, back across the start-finish line. Less than 4 minutes to go. There is your top three. Newstead, Patterson, and it's now Otis Cleary, your top three.
Yes, and again, the Wera Tools Driver of the Day nominations will be made later on. That's something that the nominating committee will discuss later on, probably halfway down the M6 this evening.
Yes.
Via a telephonic device. Tomorrow on the Wera Tools British Kart Championship Facebook page, there will be a short list of 6 drivers, one from each competing class, that you then, the viewers, not you, not Anthony, me, no, but you, the viewers, will be able to vote on. And the Wera Tools, the trophy is absolutely outstanding.
Oh, it is tremendous. I'd like to win one myself.
The tools don't go amiss either that they're given. But there's the back of this league group, which is Harry Neeson in the number 10 kart and Josh Griffin in the number 33. And I've got to say, Grayson Wortley and Josh Cormack in 9th and 10th, they're not closing in. Fraser Anderson is 11th and Harper Das is 12th. Max Tad today is still on track, and I haven't seen the technical flag come back up from Max. So that may have been sort of they saw, oh, he's 66. We don't forget we had a technical flag. He must not have come in, but he has come in.
But he did come in,
and the bumper is still up.
Yes, so he's still out there racing away, which is good to see. 2.5 minutes to go then, plus that one additional lap. It's spicing up here at the front for Bambino.
It is indeed, like last night's curry.
Oh, yes.
Bubbling under.
It wasn't very spicy, though.
Oh, thank goodness for that. Austin Newstead in the number 74 kart, trying to make it 3 wins out of 3. Now, looking back at the history of, the Bambino class here in the British Championship, last year was the first time that the Bambinos had around an official part of the British Championship. I mean, Edward Haynes has won 2 finals. Luca Holmes Ballack has also won 1. No Bambino has ever won more than 2 finals in the British Championship. Could we be about to see that statistic change and Austin Newstead become, and I hate using this word, it's a very Americanish word, but the winningest Bambino driver? Yeah,
is that actually a
that's
thing?
That's how they say it. You know, it's the winningest Bambino driver in the history of the British Karting Championship. Well, he's got Colby Patterson, Otis Cleary, Austin Oman, Jack Baker, Josh Griffin, Max Gilman and Harry Neeson, who are all trying to stop him with 90 seconds plus a lap to go.
Look at this, an absolutely fantastic train snaking their way down the track
move.
there.
That's a move.
That is
Patterson. Oh, in the background there, we've lost 2 of them. 2 of them, the number 17 of Jack Baker and the number 33 of Josh Griffin. That's not good. And well, this championship is just falling the way of Newstead all the time. Wortley not in contention here, and now Baker, his other main rival, spinning out to the back of the pack as we get to the final minute of this final. So I mean, Newstead, he'll want to win, but I mean, Colby Patterson is not a championship threat. But of course, that's not going to factor into the mind of an 8-year-old.
No.
Have gap. We'll put Kart in it.
Yeah, gap found, Kart put.
Yes.
There we go, and back out they go, but they haven't managed to swap those positions. They have stayed in position. Oh, look at this, down the inside goes the 16 there of Oman on Cleary. Gets that job done. Cleary now back down into P4. But still plenty of action to come because 20 seconds left on the board, still 2 more laps to go. The top 4 now with a breakaway over the start-finish line, up the banking, and now they go down the infield straight towards McRae's hairpin. Again, sweeping to the outside. Cleary following suit as well. The other 2 behind, just closing in. Who is that? That's Max Gilman as well. The 50 is just closing up as well. And it looks like Harry Neeson as well. The number 10 plate started in 7th place on the grid. Now up there in 6th place in this big pack. Here comes Otis Cleary.
Yep.
Yeah, down the inside. He's got that momentum. He's got the waft, but he just couldn't get the spot.
Patterson just squeezed to the inside there to make sure that Otis just couldn't put his nose cone up the inside as they under braking at the end of the back straight for the Stewart S's. The clock has struck 0. Newstead having to defend, coming over the crest, down the hill towards St John's Bend. Newstead still defending now. Can Patterson size him up coming out of Sunny Bend here? Not quite. Will he dive to the inside going into paddock? No, because Newstead is hugging the inside line as well. Colby Patterson goes in very deep now. This is going to be Otis Cleary's chance, the number 22, to get a monstrous run as we start the final lap. We've still got 6 drivers in contention for victory, Anthony.
We do indeed. Up they go through the chicane into that infield straight. The hairpin of McRae's is coming up next. Defensive goes Newstead. Sweeps to the outside. Patterson follows. Cleary doesn't. He stays on that inside line. That suffered his exit slightly on the outside as they go through. Still line astern all the way through into the braking zone now of Iredale's. Look again, Cleary right to the outside. Oh, a big lunge down the inside there from
Austin
the 16
Oman,
of
yes.
Austin Oman, yeah, but he slots back into position. Here comes Max Gilman, though. He's got the waft on the outside. He's got great position here as they go into the Stewart S's. They go line astern again. No position changes. Everyone slots back in.
Yep, now Austin Newstead has got 3 corners to go. He's going to have to come over the crest, down the hill, so he's defending going into St John's. Now, can Patterson hang tough on the outside line? No, he can't, because I would have even dived at the inside coming into Sunny Bend. 1 opportunity left for Colby Patterson. Newstead has the defence of the inside line. Patterson can't get through. It's going to be 3 out of 3 for Austin Newstead, the first Bambino driver to win 3 finals in the British Championship, of course, subject to post-scrutineering. And Anthony, as they cross the line there, I mean, I'm wondering if we'll be able to get a replay of that. That is what I love to see. Newstead was celebrating, but virtually every single one of the top 6 drivers, as they crossed the line, they were all fist bumping and pumping. Yes, that was a great race. Yes, even the number 51 there, Fraser Anderson in 12th place, he was giving it a fist pump. Yeah. That is what we want to see. Yeah. And as they come out of the final corner, this is it. Now look at this. This is young Kart. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, 4, and even the number 10 at the background was giving it a bit of a nod and a wave and a start there. That's great stuff. Yeah. That is absolutely great stuff, and a great race. The top 6 separated by 1.1 seconds. If only we had that kind of sportsmanship and that happiness in all the classes.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean. So, I mean, it is fantastic stuff for these guys, isn't it? It's just so close. all the way through that pack. Absolutely 1 second all the way through, but it was absolutely fantastic.
So that's the end of the first final. I mean, we've got a long way to go. Race number 20 on the programme. And if the rest of them are half as good as that one, we're in for a good day. What I will say, though, is that Grayson Wortley, who finished on the podium at both at Clay Pigeon and at Larkhall, here they come into the paddock area. Oh, there's Uncle Will, for the Motorsport UK Media Department. There's the number 21 kart of Josh Cormack. And, we'll see that there's Austin Newstead and one of our scrutineering team, Ben Moore. They move up behind the number one, so he'll get his photograph. There he is, P1, Austin Newstead. That's what you want to see. And I've got to say, it's simple things. We've had to do all the interviews. We've had to do all the paddock with the drivers, either wearing masks or with crash helmets on. Now, for the first time, we can actually see the joy and the elation on their faces as they get out. And there's the cheeky chappy from the intro video. We were saying there, that was, and it's number 16. Oh no, it's number 24, Colby Patterson, who was that. There is Otis Cleary there, and again a fist bump from all of them. This is great. And I mean, they're on their summer holidays tomorrow. Don't forget, age 6, 7, 8 years old. These kids, the Bambinos, they go back in September. They will go back and they'll be still in junior school. Yeah. Some of them will still be in infant school. That's years 1, years 2, year 3, things like that. They're still learning how to write joined up, and spell their names. But yet they go out and they do this on a Sunday.
Yeah, no, it is amazing for them. It's one of those great. You've muted my microphone once again. It is one of those great feelings. You're at this age. You're racing in a British kart championship like that, and then you go back to school and she's like, "So, what did you do this weekend?" Oh, yeah. Well, I went motor racing. Yeah,
and again, you get, so we had a feature on the scrutineer. So there's the fuel mount at the back of the screen. There they go, smile and wave. Hello. And you had this feature on the scrutineering. So you've got team members for the British Kart Championship there. They take the transponders off, the timing transponders. The top 3 have been moved to a different area, obviously, because that's where the podium is, and that's where the photos. And there we go. That's a big hug. That's all you want. You want at the end of the day, you want a hug from Dad, don't you? How proud you are.
There you go.
That's all right.
That's the best bit of racing, isn't
it? Who needs words or an interview when you've just got that?
Yeah.
I was going to say straight from the horse's mouth, but I don't want to insult Mr. Newstead. There he goes. Let's listen in. Let's listen into some of the ambience.
I think that was Otis's dad just going past there. He must be very happy. That's the best finish we've seen from Otis this year in the British Champs. The ambience being slightly ruined by the Junior X30s revenue there.
No, but that's all right. At least you haven't got to worry about the Bambino swearing on camera. He goes, oh, well, there's Dan Parker walking through with some medals. Now, the Bambinos are going to get their presentation now, or the Bambinos get they get their presentation now, because, again, it's a long wait for them. So, the official trophy presentation, there goes, and, of course, every Bambino gets a medal. And there is your Bambino getting his, there's Colby Patterson getting his medal. Here's Otis's medal. Say, smile, Otis. Well done. Big thumbs up. No, I don't want a fist bump. I want my trophy. Give me my trophy. Thank you. There we go. Hey, well done, young man.
Good lad.
Now, where's Austin Newstead? There's Austin. Oh, hang on a sec. We have our staff member take the wetsuit off. There we go. Now we're going to try and get our sponsors in. There we go. Interviewed. There we go. Fist bump. He's more receptive to a fist bump. He's got these. There we go. So, your Bambino winner for the 3rd time in 3 finals. Thumbs up. Thanks to everyone. Austin Newstead. The rest of them looking like, I want my medal. Oh, well done to them all. There's Harper Dash just speaking to his dad there. Harper came home in 11th place. But you know, and again, this is, you know, and of course you can see every Bambino, and that's the important thing. So, you know, every Bambino gets a medal for competing. You know, there are winners, there is a podium, there is a championship, but at this age, you do get something. But as you get older, obviously, no, then it's just, you know, if you don't come on the podium, then all you go home with is a book of excuses. But no, in Bambino, this age, look at them. Oh, let's have a listen.
There's a camera. Oh, hello.
Hello. No, that's weird. What are we talking about? We'll go down in history.
It'll go down in history.
Do you know what's important?
Some serious
It's not
stuff.
about winning one race in the championship. It's about all your points.
Quite right, sir.
Whoever wins, yeah, the race. It's just about the points. Yeah. Because you could win a race, but then one other one could not finish and lose. Yeah. So it's all to play for. Yeah. Do you know
All to play for. I love this. This is great. I'm going to go find my son and give him a coach now. You want to scoop up? He goes, I want to give you a coach, Anthony. This is brilliant.
Did not start. I did start. DNS means I did not start. DNS means you started. So DNS.
I love
I started. The six. I started, didn't I? It means did not start. I started, so I've got my points. For starting. Well, that makes no sense. So I'm still winning. Yeah.
That's more intelligent
brilliant.
conversation going
This
on
is
there
brilliant.
between us two.
You know what? This is
I'm not doing big here anymore.
in
It means you've got to pay.
in 10, 12 years' time, when these guys are in senior X30,
They'll look back at
and
this.
some of them have been signed to young driver programs and stuff like that, we're going to replay this and that competition. That's fantastic. Great work there from our camera guy there, our roaming camera guy down over in the pits. And you talk about, you know, we put these kids up on a pedestal all the time. We talk about them like they're a superstar, and I mean, and quite rightly so. You know, they do it. This is a high-profile championship. You can see the corporate sponsorship around the place. That a lot is expected of them, and they deliver. But then when the helmets comes off, you see them, and they think, yeah, they are just their kids. And for families watching back home, do you remember what your kids were like when they were 6? You know, what they were capable of, what they were doing, and they have the little conversation there between them all. Just superb, absolutely superb. It can bring a tear of joy to your eye, and yeah, that's great stuff. There's Max today's kart, and there is the scene here. Now, so Anthony, that fell that you can see there, the hill also was a fell. You know, it's in Wales that would be called a tump. You know, that's it's visible.
I'd call it a hill.
It's you call it, you know, that's, whatever you want to call it, it's visible.
Yes.
That means the cloud is not over it. If we look at that camera shot again, and that is behind the Stewart S's, if we look at that camera shot again at the end of the next race, the hill is not visible, then that would tell us that the rain is on its way. But oh my word, we are literally the more the cameraman pans back, the more upsetting the view gets, I've got to say. So we're going to do Bambino first. I think the microphone's got some water in it, but there we go. So we're going to do Bambino first. In third position, Otis Cleary. No, oh, there we go, P3. There we go. Oh. Finishing in second position in Bambino, it's Colby Patterson. And now on to the Bambino race winner. First of all, the winning mechanic, Neil Newstead. If you'd like to come up onto the winning mechanics, and the winner, Austin Newstead. Now, we have to have a chat with Austin. So, Austin, ready? We'll Chris, take your photo. First things first, congratulations. That's 3 wins out of 3. of the first Bambino driver to ever win 3 rounds of the British title. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling really happy that I've won every single round so far as possible in the British.
But I mean, talk about the race. I mean, it was a great scrap. Colby second, Otis third. What was that final like?
It was really hard because, like, every time I was defending, Kobe was trying to go the outside, but he couldn't. But once he did, to get in front. But then I was like trying my hardest, and I got him out the inside.
Well done. Is there anyone you'd like to say thank you to for this win?
My dad, Tim Lorego, my engine builder, and all my other sponsors.
Congratulations. Well done. Your Bambino top 3 and winner, Austin Newstead.
Sorry, Henry.
No, sorry. Right, you've got caps on, in you come.